Welcome back to the Seaworld History Podcast, and today the episode that was intended to be the last episode. We're doing Jaws 3.
Ooh, Jaws 3D.
It's a gimmick. This movie was made to make money off a gimmick, and it was made for literally no other reason.
I'm pretty excited. I've only seen the first one. I saw it when it was re-released into theaters for one of its many anniversaries, and it was awesome. And I hear this movie sucks, so I'm
Yeah.
ready for it.
This movie's not very good. The reason we are covering it is because it was filmed at Seaworld Orlando way back in when this came out, the 80s, 90s.
Before Universal had their own theme park in Florida to
Yes,
film in, that's for sure.
before Universal had their own theme park to film in. So they go, let's go film at SeaWorld. But
In Florida.
it's not gonna be SeaWorld Orlando. It's gonna be another SeaWorld that's on the coast.
Oh, which
For
SeaWorld?
it's filmed at SeaWorld Orlando, but I think it's supposed to be SeaWorld San Diego.
Oh, interesting.
I They specifically say Florida several times, but they never say that it's Orlando. They just say it's Florida. So I
Interesting.
think it's supposed to be a hybrid between the two. But this is SeaWorld long before they had any rides, so it's gonna look very different than it looks now in the movie.
Oh, I love good old time capsules like this.
And this is kind of going to be a watch along kind of scenario where we are going to be watching the movie and reacting to it because I haven't seen this in quite a long time. I watched it for the first time when I started this account, and I was like, "Oh yeah." And I've wanted to make a video about it for a while, but Universal can be a bit picky about using their stuff in videos. So I decided not to get sent to copyright, you know, hell, and not do the video. So now we've gotten to the point where we are going to do the actual movie with uh, commentary. If you would like to watch the movie with us, along with us at the same time, it is currently streaming on Peacock if you have an account. It is also on YouTube for $4, or you can watch it other ways.
Yes, like Prime Video for probably the same YouTube price.
Yeah, I think Prime Video is a little bit more. I think it's like $5.
Ah, gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
YouTube will be your cheapest option if you want to pay for it.
And their video player is better than Prime Videos, anyways.
Yeah, Prime Video is not very good.
Yeah, it
But yeah,
actually used to be better.
it's on YouTube for $4. So if you want to pay $4 to watch Jaws 3 at the same time as us,
Wow,
we
that's
will.
one more dollar than there are Jawses in this
Yeah,
movie.
well, there is Jaws 4, but we don't talk about that. That's not a Jaws movie. That's a
If it's
mistake.
not in SeaWorld, then I don't care.
It's a mistake. Jaws 4 is a mistake. This
All
movie
right.
though, this movie though is one of those movies where it's like so bad it's good.
I'm excited for it.
I am also very excited to be like, "Oh, that's where this is now." And that's where this is now. And I
All
can't wait to
right.
be like, "Oh, that's not SeaWorld at all. That's a soundstage."
So to make the video syncing process as easy as possible, we're just not going to pause throughout the whole movie because there's no way for us to just show you guys the movie. That would probably not be very legal.
No, it would not be I don't want Universal coming after me.
That'd be crazy. Universal going after SeaWorld history.
Universal sues me. They're just like, "You can't do that."
So we're going to start right at the 0 second
Yeah,
mark.
we're gonna start now at the 0 second mark. Enough of
Alrighty.
our blabbing because this is already gonna be like an hour, almost 2 hour episode. So
Alrighty. Are you ready for this? I'll give a
yes, I am.
countdown. Three, two, one, play. Ah, the
When
classic Universal logo.
Yeah, the same one that's in. This is the intermediate one, not the Jurassic Park one, but it's
Ooh.
the one before that. This is yes, fish.
It's what we're here to see.
Yeah, it's SeaWorld. You gotta show as many fish as possible.
Was this part two filmed in SeaWorld? This looks
No.
pretty large.
This I think this is just stock footage or something similar.
Rad. Whoa.
Wow, such good effects. This is really revolutionary.
Glub.
Glub. It's so sad to see what happens to actors after they've been in SpongeBob. Wow, they're really like, oh no.
If this was 3D, that fish head would be in our faces.
Yay.
Whoa! Jaws 3.
Nobody asked for this. We're like, we can do it in 3D, so. Yay, Dennis Quaid's in this.
Ronald Reagan. All right.
Ronald, yeah, Ronald Reagan's in this movie. You know who's also in this movie?
Who?
Um, oh, what's her name from Back to the Future? Not Elizabeth Shue, but Leah Thompson. There it is. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think this was one of her like first movies. And now this is SeaWorld. Well, not, yeah, it's supposed to be SeaWorld. This is clearly just the ocean.
If this is filmed in Florida, do you think this water ski park might have been shot at Cypress Gardens?
It's definitely not Cypress Gardens. I think it's
Or
off the
like the
coast.
lake? Oh,
I think
okay.
it's Miami.
Come to think of it, I do see beach over there,
Yeah.
and there's
That's what
not
I
a lot of
thought.
beach coast
That's
at
what I thought at first. I was like,
that
oh, are they
lake.
using Cypress Gardens? But no. Suggested by the novel? What does that mean?
The novel itself has a whole page telling you that you have to make a 3D movie
Yeah.
of it.
Yes. It's just like, dear reader, please make Universal make a third movie, but it has to be in 3D.
It'd be really cool if you did this. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, just a mild suggestion. I think it's supposed to be like the skiers for SeaWorld practicing.
Hmm.
I'm just this has no suspense like the original movie.
Oh, it's slowly getting closer.
Jaws is much slower in this movie. I think he's a little lazy. They're like, ooh.
Brucey's just having an off
And
day.
now it's SeaWorld. This is where the pavilions they use for Howler Scream are now.
Oh, sweet. There it is. SeaWorld mention.
How many times are they gonna say the word SeaWorld?
If you want a bad suggestion, take a shot every time.
You will die about
Viewers
that.
at home.
I'm the I'm interested to see these photos behind them because some of them are promotional photos which are online, but that killer whale art, the black and white one. I don't know what that's from. I don't know if that's something they created for this movie. Oh,
Hmm.
there's the Sky Tower in Bayside Stadium. Yeah, I don't think it would cost $34 million to build that. I think it'd be way more than that. You want to know ways SeaWorld could win people back? Build this. Build this for real. Build Undersea Kingdom. Do it.
They could easily make that restaurant and lounge the most expensive one on property. And shoot, if it's underwater, that'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind grabbing a cocktail.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna get in. He's gonna infiltrate the SeaWorld. This is where you can tell it's not SeaWorld. It's just some lake they built sets on, and they're like, yes, this is SeaWorld. We're watching this with subtitles on, and it just referred to a character as PR man. Okay, there's a good look at how the original Sky
Oh
Tower station
yeah.
looked. It was very weird. It was just ramps.
Wow, and the buildings next to it look like they're from the Polynesian.
Yeah, they are. That's the I forget. I think it's the Hawaiian Punch Village.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Fun fact: the building Seafire is in, Seafire Grill. That building still exists. That's that building.
Yeah, that old logo is really nice looking.
This is so unintentionally funny. The way he just rides off on the jet ski.
Whoa. I've never seen a jet ski that also looks like a scooter before.
Someone can ID these dolphins because I can't. Why would the dolphins have access to the lake? That's my question. And this is where the flamingo boats are. This is um this is the Dolphin Stadium now.
Man, it looked so good in this movie.
It's pretty much the same structurally. They did expand it in the 90s. But it's wild to think the killer whales used to be in there. I forget which orca that is. Someone told me, but now I can't remember. But the actress had to be actually trained by you know, she had to go through the whole class.
It's really cool for an acting gig.
Yeah. There's the entrance. He looks like he looks like that one guy from Jurassic Park.
That's what I was thinking.
It's so crazy to think how much this park has changed. Like all this is gone. I
Average
thought
theme
that
park friend meetup moment.
I thought that other guy was his brother. Like the Undersea Kingdom preview week. You gotta visit 20 times to go to the Undersea Kingdom preview week.
The passport to undersea thrills.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's trying to be like, yeah, SeaWorld is connected to the ocean. That's how Jaws gets you.
That's exactly where Orlando's at.
Yep, Orlando's definitely near the ocean.
Right on the ocean. Waterfront property as far as the eye can see.
Oh yeah. It's commonly known that Disney World floods every time there's high tide. Journey to Atlantis? No, they just built it in the actual Atlantis.
That's why they built Magic Kingdom 100 feet up.
Yeah.
Is because they wanted to avoid sea level.
Yeah. Undersea Kingdom is what the Utilidors looks like when it's high tide. You just casually see a shark swim by and you're like, oh, yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's just Bruce from Finding Nemo.
Yeah. That's that's who he's based off of. I love how they just cut to like really crappy 3D effects.
I love it.
And it's just like, dang, that does not look good.
This looks even worse than Friday the 13th Part Three's 3D effects. Watched that recently, and those actually the effects on the camera when watching in 2D, they're pretty solid for the time especially.
But this is just
This
bad.
this is a different beast entirely.
I want to know where this is. I assume it does not exist anymore. But if it does, I want to go there. This 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 tiki bar restaurant. My kid brother. This is such a weird movie. It's like, you know what people liked in Jaws? The characters. I mean, yeah, they did.
Yeah, but that's because they were actually well written.
Yeah, these people are just annoying.
I mean, they seem fun, but we don't really know that much about them. We're just
Yeah,
kind of seeing them partying and hanging out.
yeah, they're just like, here's their job. They work at Seaworld. That's where this movie takes place. Okay, they're gonna go to a bar.
And they enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, that's Leah Thompson. I can't believe she's a director now. Like she made Re Alien Resident Alien. Yeah,
Cool.
that was directed by Leah Thompson. This was the 90s. You could just waltz into a theme park without paying. It's fine.
Nowadays, the walls around theme parks have spikes all over them.
Yeah. And like I'm surprised they haven't installed electrified fences. It's not to keep things in, it's to keep people out. The fog is cool.
Lobsters.
Turtle.
Turtle.
There's just like all these animals in Florida are precisely in this location.
To be fair, that was a Florida soft shell, so they
Yeah.
got that right.
Yeah, they did. It wasn't just like some random. This movie has no score. It's just groaning silence. This is this is one of those movies where you can tell they didn't film at night because it just looks really weird. Like it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like nighttime.
At least show me the actors' faces.
Yeah.
But this has been like a nearly pitch black scene, at least the stuff that we're supposed to be looking at. I can see
All
the
I
birds though.
Yeah, you can see the ocean and the birds, but you can't see the
Can't see the people we're supposed to be looking at.
There we go, an
There we
actually
go.
properly lit scene.
Oh, and this is probably at Seaworld then.
Yeah.
Probably right up at the lagoon.
What are these little things even for? Decoration?
For fun.
For this, apparently.
Hey, folks at home, don't strip at theme parks. That'll get you kicked out.
Yeah, don't do
Whether
that.
you're a team member or not.
I feel like it would be worse if you were a team member. Especially in a lake with a bunch of nasty diseases. It's a lake in Florida. Don't go in it. Which is honestly valid.
Yeah.
So can Bruce. I don't know how he's back. He got blown up and electrocuted, but he's back and better than ever. He's like the he's like the Hess truck.
He's just got that good old plot armor.
Yeah. The plot armor that prevented him.
Oh, all of a sudden her top is missing.
Yeah, this movie's probably edited. Or like it's PG, which is, the 90s or like 80s. Also, these people are here. I love how they're like, "Oh yeah, there's these characters. There's three things happening at once."
What?
Bro just was like, "All right,
He went from all of his body being out of the water to just
none of these characters are just disposable."
What, was there like a human magnet inside the water that pulled him down?
That's don't you know that? That's Jaws's power now. He's
Mmm.
telepathic and he can do that apparently.
Whoosh.
He can erase evidence of his crimes.
Clever girl.
Did it just go slow motion? Dougie.
For dramatic effect.
Slugs.
Ugh. It's a garish wallpaper. Ew.
It's so ugly.
Oh my god.
Also, what's that calendar in the background? It looks like just ski art. What is that? Also, this movie is not transferred very well, so it just looks really just fuzzy. And we'll never get a 4K release of this movie, to my knowledge. So,
Not with that attitude, we won't.
hey,
Let's,
Universal, Universal,
let's
give me a 4K release of Jaws 3, just me.
let's start a hashtag.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can get it re-released in theaters with 3D.
Yes, I would go see this in
I
3D.
would I would pay for that.
Okay, hear me out. 3D screening at SeaWorld
Oh my god.
in the Nautilus Theater.
Yeah, the dolphins and the orca have been great so far.
Yeah, world-class actors deserves an Oscar. Ah yes, the 90s, where you could just waltz into an animal area and be like, "Hey, he has no identification, no badge, nothing. He's just wandering around."
Freddy Krueger looking sweater.
Yeah. Oh no.
I don't eat dinner.
I don't eat dinner. I only drink beer. And
Like
this
the
is
monks.
okay. This set is now the SeaWorld rescue area.
One of my favorite parts of the park. At least the public-facing side of it.
Yeah. I remember SeaWorld, the official SeaWorld Twitter account, posting a screenshot from this movie, and everyone was like, SeaWorld acknowledging Jaws 3? I love this thing. I love this thing.
Oh, it's something we could all live in someday.
This Horizons looking,
A yellow submarine.
not the one from Mission Bermuda Triangle. That did not exist yet. It just cuts to a terrible, like, every time this movie does that, it's so funny. Because this practical submarine does look really good.
Ooh. Oh yeah, the dolphin in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Because they could just do that in this SeaWorld.
Yeah. SeaWorld where the animals just there it is. There's look how bad.
Oh, they're gonna use the shark tunnel in this movie, aren't they?
Yes, yes they do. Oh my, that looks so bad.
eh, it's
See what I meant?
it's the times.
Not the times. This looks awful.
Yeah.
See, look, it just
Oh
disappeared.
wow. Oh, part of it just disappeared.
They die. I love how the animatronic shark looks so good, and then you get effects like that. That's very expensive. Like,
Hi,
hold on.
Oscar.
Oscar, the best character in this movie.
Ooh.
Ooh. See, this looks good for some reason.
Because there's no green screening.
Yeah. They're like they're like they're like the Dolphins want to run away from this bad movie.
Ah.
Eel.
Yay, I love the moray.
That's Amore.
When the moon hits your eye.
They're like they're just like we're gonna have the dolphin be like, don't go in there.
Ah.
Oh no, it's a that looks good. Oh, because that's real a real shark.
Those did not look like the same body of water.
No, not at all. Like most of the time they do a pretty good job at it, and that's clearly not a great white.
Yeah, it's just kind of like an alright bite.
Yeah, I think it's a black tip.
Oh.
He coming, he going.
Oh no. Saved.
Saved by the dolphin. What was that cut?
We're done caring about the shark now.
We're
Back
back
to
to the
these
movie.
guys.
Back to the movie being boring. I don't think this is Shark's Underwater Grill. It could be.
No, but I think we'll know it when they go there, because I think they do go there.
Yes, they do go there.
Oh, is he trying to do an Australian accent?
Yeah, I
Oh my
think
god,
so.
that's so bad.
It's really bad.
Oh, that is the worst one I've ever heard.
I love how he's like the CEO of SeaWorld and he's like, yes, kill an animal. Leave. The exact opposite message I think they're trying to send. They do. They get blown up and electrocuted, and then stabbed with a boat.
That's exactly what SeaWorld wants. A spectacular animal killing event.
Yeah, exactly. At least the movie's like, no, they're gonna try to keep him.
This movie doesn't know how to finish scenes. It
It
just
does not.
moves on to the next one when it feels like it.
It literally it literally is just like it's literally
This
just like this.
this
We're
movie's the
jumping.
definition of without further ado.
Yeah, without further ado, here comes the shark. Oh, he's an engineer. I didn't pick up on that. Did you?
No, because it wasn't relevant to the plot till now. I don't think
Yeah.
they brought it up at all.
Oh, they probably did not.
Unless he's the guy that was talking about welding. But I think that was someone else. I don't know. Most of these characters are blending in with one another. The
Yes.
SeaWorld ones, anyways.
Yeah. Most of this movie's just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, it is.
My exact reaction, just yawn.
Oh,
Oh, there he is. He just kind of showed up.
it's seriously like watching two different sharks. Oh, I love
Yeah.
the 3D.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like when it's above the water, it's one shark, but under the water, it's very clearly, like you said, a black tip.
Yeah, it's I think it's mixed between a black tip and maybe a sand tiger shark. I can't tell. Because it's so dark. There he goes.
Now, here's a question. How much of the shark footage was shot for this movie, and how much is just stock footage? By by your statement, I'm gonna guess that it's not the shark tank in like the tunnel. That's where I would guess.
Oh. You're gonna laugh.
Okay. Dang, yeah, I really don't know where else they would. I mean, the lagoon maybe, but I don't think they're that stupid.
No.
Oh, right. The lagoon and the shark tunnel are one and the same in this
Yeah.
movie. Oh, yeah, okay.
This is Shark Encounter. Not to brag, but I have been in this pool.
Nice. Oh, yeah, I saw the tunnel down there.
Yep. If you do the SeaWorld what's it called? Inside look. You can go up here.
That's really cool. I might have to do that.
It's free.
This movie's a better SeaWorld advertisement than it is a movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, idiot.
Har har har.
Man, this movie's. They got the jokes.
Yeah. At least they have like the tube feeding him oxygen. That's pretty accurate.
Back to the lagoon.
Yay.
Whee! Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Now actually just SeaWorld, you know. There's Shamu, he's
Oh
still
my
creepy.
god, it's Shamu. It's a pretty bridge.
Now this is just an advertisement for SeaWorld.
Whoosh. As if it wasn't already.
Yeah. They're
But
like,
yeah,
come.
this is 100% advertisement.
Yeah.
And it's got some of the most interesting looking shots.
Yeah. If anyone's confused on what the theme of this ski show is, this was a very real ski show. This is not part of the movie. This is just a real thing that was at the park.
I kind of wish we still got jet ski shows like this.
Now the music is menacing again. There's just like, okay, you see that big white tent in the background?
Yes.
That also no longer exists. It was not part of SeaWorld. It was called like the Florida Citrus, not Florida Citrus Summit. There's something else. But it was like a little like shopping thing.
Hmm. Man, these water ski shows just remind me of watching the Cypress Gardens water ski
Yeah,
tournaments as a kid.
that's
We
such
need
a
them
cool
back in our
entrance.
parks. Ooh, that's cool. Why does that look like an alligator jaw more than a shark jaw?
This is not a real thing they would allow.
What?
Welcome to my cave of fun and surprises. Ah, Beluga.
Nothing. Oh.
Nothing is really going on. This movie's boring.
I'm having a good time, but that's really only because of the SeaWorld autism.
Yeah. It Most of this movie is very slow and boring, and not in a good way. It's not like suspenseful.
Yeah, but I'm a sucker for old footage
Okay,
of.
I want to see if you
Is
recognize.
this? Oh my god. No way.
Do you realize what this is?
They put the great white in the stingray lagoon.
Yes, they did.
Oh my god.
Full on just watching the shark die.
Jeez, it's almost like putting him in a 4 foot deep pool at its deepest is a bad idea.
Yeah. This is what people think SeaWorld's really like. He's dead.
Man, that's the smallest Jaws shark I've ever seen.
Oh, he's that's not Jaws.
Oh.
He's just some little guy that's kind of wound up in there.
Oh, gotcha.
The movie doesn't
Poor.
make that very clear. People think there's two sharks. There are,
Gotcha.
but they're not two Jaws. That's just a little guy.
Okay, okay.
They're like, ignore that.
Well, that's a bummer.
I want that SeaWorld flag.
I want anything with this old logo on it.
The old logo is so good. Also, the bumper boats. This is really the only. Um, it was apparently an attraction for a few months to a year, so there's not very good documentation of it. But
I'm
I
sure
thought
I
that
can imagine why it was removed after such little time. But
because
it
at
does
first
look fun.
Yeah, at first I thought it was part of the movie, but no. There's a map that references it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I wonder if it was just added for the movie and they're like, we'll just keep it for a little bit.
Or maybe they were just accidents and people don't know how to swim or whatever.
Probably.
It's my guess. Oh, cool. This looks like the living seas.
Oh yeah.
I was not expecting that. That was good.
This movie just does stuff like.
That was actually a really good moment. I like that.
Also, that authorized personnel only sign is in Shark Encounter.
Oh, cool.
I've seen it.
Nothing personnel, kid.
But it also has a typo. Her just looking at him like, who are these?
Mild concern.
Mild. No one will enter this work area. Yeah, she's a biologist. She's seen worse than just some dude. I love how, like, Jaws just like, Bruce just was like, I'm gonna just eviscerate this poor man. That's not my department. A classic sentence that has led to many things that include. Now this is Shark Encounter.
Or is it no, it's the grill. It's the underwater grill.
Marine segregation, a very real thing just said in this movie.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm trying to ignore that. um Dang, this place used to look even nicer that granted, I love how it looks today.
It looks really weird today.
I think it's nice. I think it's cozy, but
Yeah.
this is really pretty on the
Oh yeah,
inside.
when it first opened. Yeah.
Man, look at those cushiony couch seatings. Oh
In
man.
the movie, it's not a restaurant. It's a lounge, corporate lounge.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So they may have enhanced it some, but the stuff on the wall, I think, is part of it.
This is definitely the same building.
Yep. Here he comes.
Here comes something.
Was he supposed to move in that shot? Here he comes. A big boy. The boy we've all been waiting for. That's my favorite line in this movie. That should have been the tagline for this movie. Its mother is inside the park.
That was a pretty good scene. That makes like what, two pretty good scenes so far? The SeaWorld advertisement and this.
Yeah. Everyone freaking out, but they're behind glass. They're safe.
How did that shark get in the shark
How
place?
did the shark get in the shark? How did the shark get in with the shark? The most dramatic cut. Who is that guy?
Ronald Reagan.
Here's where the movie really gets Jaws movie,
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the water skiing is fun to watch.
Yeah. Me just sitting out on the lake in the flamingo boats.
Bum bum. Yeah.
I see
That
my guy.
guy had an excited look on his face. He was so pumped to bump him.
The kids are running. There's so much unintentionally funny stuff in this movie. Like this guy. See, this is when the movie gets good.
This scene alone, I don't think it warrants the abysmally low score that it's received.
This scene alone, 10 stars. Seaworld control.
It took like half the movie, but there's been some fun stuff in this later half of the movie.
Oh yeah, this is the movie. I think this is the entire part this movie was just based around. They're like, well, we gotta add other stuff.
It starts to get good with the SeaWorld ad, and it starts to get really good with the dead guy.
Yeah. From I think that on, this movie does get fun.
Get out of the water as I throw this guy in the water.
These so many people are about to witness violence.
Oh, they're dead. Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
Those guys are fine. Okay.
I think one of the rules when they made this movie is no, like,
Nobody in a
they were,
SeaWorld uniform dies.
yeah, I think that was one of like the, like anybody that was employed by the company at the time could not die in the movie because I think the skiers, some of the skiers aren't, some of them are actors and some of them are actual skiers that were performing at SeaWorld at the time.
Gotcha.
Jaws kind of gets skimped out here. He doesn't even get to eat one girl. I feel like that disappoints him.
Kind of reminds me of how Horror Nights won't let you get unmasking the horror pictures in rooms where, like, a universal security guard is dead or
Yeah.
something.
I don't know how true that is. That's just my guess because it seems pretty consistent.
Yeah, and that makes sense, too. Oh no. It's a girl.
Yeah, Jaws finally gets to eat his girl.
It's got Danganronpa pink blood. The gender reveal leg tear.
The gender reveal leg tear.
Yeah, it's a girl.
Ah, yes, the structural integrity of this park is so good that a shark rams the pier and just instantly breaks it.
So this is this inside this real SeaWorld shark
No,
tunnel?
this is a set.
Gotcha.
This is on a soundstage. The whatchamacallit soundstage. I forget. There's a word for it. Yeah, the shark all he had to do was just ram into it.
Well, they're pretty accurate to the theme park crowd.
Okay, at least they're. I do give them credit for not killing a bunch of those tourists. They could have just done that. They could have just had them all drown.
Yeah, but
They,
they got a SeaWorld guide in there, so
yeah.
they can't
Oh yeah,
all
true.
die.
True. Yeah, they can't die. They have plot protection. See what I mean? This movie just cut to the most random stuff.
Yeah, we're here now. Hooray.
I love how they didn't evacuate the park. People are fully still here.
Oh, yeah, well, they closed the gates.
Yeah.
Does it look like there was an explosion or fire?
I don't think so. It temporarily delayed their exit.
Is it just me, or did the water level go down?
Probably. That one guy in the glasses.
Back when extras were allowed to be extra.
Yeah. Also, this movie's really dark.
Not thematically dark, but just
No.
they don't have
Lighting.
enough lighting.
Yeah. I love how the shark animatronic does look really good when it does show up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has like a lot of like movement to it. The shark is so big it just can eat him.
It's like that scene in Finding Nemo
Yeah.
with the whale. Oh, I guess he got bit.
Somehow. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Whoa!
The
Here
effects
it
are so
comes.
good.
Oh,
The most iconic shot in this movie.
beautiful.
If you are not watching along with us, you probably still know what we're talking about.
That was amazing.
That poor worker just died because they got electrocuted.
That shot is what they're parodying in Back to the Future 2, right?
No.
No?
No.
Ah. Whoa. Whoa.
That's good effect.
Special effects? You mean that's not real? Oh, could
Wow.
have fooled me.
100%. That was the greatest special effect I've ever seen in my entire
It
life.
was the part.
Avatar, no. Jaws 3.
Yes. Man, I thought Seaworld president guy just got his wish and got a good shot of a real shark blowing up.
The dolphin surviving is my favorite thing because they're like, we can't kill the dolphin.
It's a SeaWorld employee too, you know?
Yeah.
Whee!
You aren't ready for how bad this is. This movie is perfect.
Was that ending thing also like a SeaWorld mandate? Because that looks
Oh,
like a theme park picture right
I
there.
guess so. I don't know what they mandated in this movie, but it's
Oh
certainly something.
man. That's art right there.
This movie this movie is the greatest movie ever made of all time. This is the movie.
This is the movie of all time, yes.
The Godfather? No. Jaws 3.
Boy, if I had a nickel for every time I saw a shark movie that's the third in the series that's mostly just there to promote a theme park in Orlando, I'd have two
Sharknado 3.
nickels.
Sharknado 3 actually I think is sort of making fun of this movie.
Ah, okay, that would make some sense.
This movie is so infamously bad just because of that one shot with the shark breaking through the glass.
Uh, but it's fun.
Oh yeah.
I can't call a movie bad when I had that much fun with it. A lot of boring bits, sure, but
Boring. Yeah, it's slow in the first half, but I think definitely the second half is where it really gets unhinged.
I give a pass to all the boring scenes that actually take place inside of Seaworld because
Yeah.
I was still, captured by those.
It's like it's like it's still like not it's not so boring that it's unwatchable.
Oh, very far from it. No, I definitely don't think it deserves like a 10%, 11%,
It's
because it's at least entertaining for a good amount of the movie.
yeah. It's not so bad that it's, you know,
And there's very, very little that's like offensive. There was that segregation line that was, but beyond that, like, you know, nothing to get mad about, nothing to get, and
yeah.
it doesn't put you to
It,
sleep the whole time.
it's not offensive.
Yeah. So I don't think it deserves the reputation it has, you know?
Exactly.
If Jaws 3D has a million fans, then I'm one of them. If Jaws 3D has one fan, then I'm that one. If Jaws 3D has no fans, that means I'm dead.
Exactly. I'm a fan of Jaws 3.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
suggesting this.
Thank you for joining me. When you suggested this podcast so many months ago, when this was one of the first episode ideas that I had. So,
That's awesome. Well, I'm happy we got to do it finally.
thank you
And yeah, thank you
to
for
everyone.
listening.
Yeah, thank you to everyone at home for sitting through that terrible movie if you did. That terrible. You might find it terrible, but
That awesome movie.
the greatest movie of all time. SeaWorld, put Jaws 3 signs for the 60th anniversary. Do it.
Yeah, I know you guys have some level of partnership with Universal Studios. I'm sure you can pull it off.
They're definitely not a competitor.
No, they've got the whole thing where their employees can go to one another's parks for free.
Yeah, so maybe they could.
I I think your idea of putting it in the Nautilus Theater was
Yes.
excellent. I would definitely, if that was an upcharge event, I'd pay
I'd
for it.
go. I'd go. I'd pay. I don't care.
Oh man, make it one of those upcharge events where they have an open bar like the Guy Harvey events, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
am so sold.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the Stewart History Podcast. We hope you enjoyed. And the next episode, not sure what topic yet. I'll find out. I'll figure it out. And it should be out soon.
Heck yeah.